As a teacher and a mom, one of the most common questions I hear is, should I be worried? That question usually comes from a place of love and deep concern. You've noticed something that doesn't feel quite right or quite typical. Maybe your child is struggling with reading, not remembering letters, or avoiding learning altogether. Now, I'm not a doctor, and this video isn't about giving you a diagnosis, but I can help you start noticing patterns. The ones I've seen in hundreds of children who later received extra support. Today, I'll walk you through the 5 signs that might indicate a learning disability, and just as importantly, what to do next if you're seeing them. But before we dive in, I want to say this. As clearly as I can, I'm not a medical professional and I'm not a diagnostician. I'm a teacher and a literacy specialist who spent over a decade working with young learners. And these are just the signs I've seen in kids who eventually needed extra support. Not every child who shows 1 or 2 of these signs has a learning disability. But if you're noticing several of them and they're paired with other concerns, it's worth speaking to your pediatrician or a learning specialist. Early support can change everything. Now let's walk through the signs. The first sign I see is often when a child has trouble remembering letters or sounds, even after lots and lots of practice. You've done the flashcards, you've played the games, you've practiced again and again, but it's still like they're seeing the letters for the first time every time. This might just be a normal developmental delay, or it could be a processing issue, where the brain isn't storing and retrieving information efficiently. That's something to keep an eye on, especially if your child is 5 or older. The next is if your child avoids reading or gets visibly upset when it's time to sit down to do it. It might be more than just disinterest. Kids avoid what makes them feel confused, embarrassed, or stuck. If every reading session turns into a meltdown, it's worth asking why. Are they guessing words, skipping sounds, saying, "I can't" a lot? That frustration is often the result of not understanding the process, even if they want to. The third sign is that your child struggles with rhyming or wordplay. Rhyming, clapping syllables, breaking sounds apart, all of this falls under a skill called phonemic awareness. This is the ability to hear and manipulate individual sounds and words. If your child struggles to hear that cat and hat rhyme, clap out syllables, blend sounds like k, a, t, that might be a red flag, especially in a 4 or 5-year-old. Phonemic awareness is a critical building block for reading. The fourth sign is if your child struggles with following multi-step instructions. You may say, go put your shoes on, grab your water bottle, and meet me at the door. And all they get from that is go get your shoes, and they forgot the rest. This might be an attention issue, auditory processing difficulties, or just a brain that's still learning how to hold more than one idea at a time. But if this happens regularly, then I'd write it down and I'd see if there's a pattern. Now let's talk about speech. A late talker isn't always a sign of a disability. Some kids just start later. But if your child is 3 or older and still has a limited vocabulary, struggles to form clear sentences, or speaks in a way that's hard to understand, it might be time to consult a speech and language pathologist, because reading starts with spoken language. So if there are gaps there, this may affect how they process print later on. So what should you do if you've been nodding along? Number 1, start tracking what you see. Jot down examples, keep it objective, just what's happening and when. Number 2, talk to your pediatrician. Bring your notes and ask for a referral for an evaluation. Number 3, reach out to a specialist. A speech-language pathologist, educational psychologist, or learning specialist can do a deeper assessment and point you to helpful interventions. And remember, you're not overreacting, you're advocating. The earlier we offer support, the better the outcomes. If you're looking for a way to start building reading skills at home in a way that's structured, supportive, and flexible, I've created a few tools just for you. Download my free Letter A lesson plans and handouts to try multisensory learning right away. You can do this at my website or at the link below in this video. And if you want a clear step-by-step reading plan designed for toddlers, preschoolers, and kindergartners, check out my early childhood reading curriculum. It includes 30 weeks of phonics-based lessons, 5 to 10 minute daily reading routine, and everything you need to help your child grow at their own pace. You can learn more at my website or at the link below. You don't need to panic, and you don't need all the answers today. Just take the next step. You've got this, and I'm here with you.